Welcome back, everyone. It's great to see you again. The following story is the true story of how Timothy Treadwell and his girlfriend Amie Huguenard were eaten alive by the very animals they love so much. Although there is an original voice tape of the last moments of Timothy and Amie's life, I have not included it in this video, as there are still debates about whether or not it is too grueling for people to hear. Also, copyright protection is a big issue, but I've tried giving the best description I can without using the recording. Be safe, guys. Timothy Treadwell, originally from Mineola, Long Island, developed a lifelong passion for animals, particularly bears, from an early age. This led him to embark on a transformative journey to Alaska, driven by a close friend's persuasion. His experiences in Alaska, documented in the book Among Grizzlies, Living with Wild Bears in Alaska, revealed a profound connection with the bears that shaped the course of his life. Timothy Treadwell was one of 5 children born to Val Dexter and Carol Ann, née Bartell. According to his parents, he attended Bradley University. While he was there, he claimed that he was an orphan from Britain, and later, he claimed he was from Australia. He became an alcoholic after losing the role of Woody Boyd in the sitcom Cheers. He legally changed his surname from Dexter to Treadwell in 1987. Treadwell's mission to protect bears started in the late 1980s, following a near-fatal heroin overdose that prompted him to overcome addiction. He credited his recovery to his unique relationship with bears. In his book, he mentions that he used bear spray as a deterrent, but felt so bad for causing the bear such pain. Since then, he stopped using bear spray. He also wouldn't install an electric fence around his camp as he was told to do by the authorities. Over 13 summers, Treadwell immersed himself in the world of bears, spending the early part of each season in Hallow Bay on the Katmai coast, camping in the Big Green, his designated Grizzly sanctuary. Known for his unconventional closeness to the bears, Treadwell would often touch them and even play with bear cubs. He claimed to have developed a sense of mutual trust and respect with the animals, giving them names and building standing relationships over the years. During October 2003, Treadwell and his then-girlfriend Amie Huguenard arrived at Katmai Coast, setting up camp close to a salmon stream. Grizzly bears were always feeding at the stream during autumn. According to the reports, Amie Huguenard was very fearful of the bears. She never felt comfortable being near them. She kept a journal, and in her final entries she mentioned that she didn't want to be at Katmai. Normally, they would go to the national park earlier in the year, but this year they went in during autumn, just when the bears feed as much as they can to get ready for hibernation. Food in autumn is scarce, and bears become much more aggressive as they fight for food. Treadwell wasn't a fan of modern civilization. He preferred being with the bears. Because of the mix-up with the airlines, they had decided to stay at their camp for an additional week because he wanted to find his favorite bear, which he was concerned about. Unfortunately, the bears he knew had gone into torpor, and new bears that he didn't know were moving into this area. In video footage he took a few hours before his death, he was watching a bear diving into a river catching salmon. He mentioned in the video that he didn't really feel comfortable around that bear. However, Treadwell's methods faced criticism from ecologist Tom Smith, who accused him of repeatedly breaking park rules, including getting too close to the bears and interfering with natural processes. Tragedy struck in October 2003 when Treadwell, 46, and his girlfriend, Amie Huguenard, 37, were attacked and killed by a bear named the Machine in Katmai National Park. It appears he was busy setting up his video equipment to start recording the bears, but he never had time to take the cap off. A 6-minute audio recording captured their final moments, revealing Treadwell's desperate calls for help. The audio captured him telling Amie, "Get out of here, I'm getting killed out here." Huguenard's tent zip could be heard as she ran out to help him. She screamed at the bear and was banging pans together to distract it. Treadwell screamed for her to help him. She hit the bear with a frying pan, but the bear bit down on Treadwell and dragged him off into the woods. Amie let out a blood-curdling scream and the tape ended. Willie Fulton was the pilot for the couple. He was there to pick them up to fly home. Everything was quiet as he discovered their collapsed tent and their shoes outside. He says he saw the meanest-looking bear sitting atop of a pile of human remains feeding from a human rib cage. Timothy's crushed head, a part of his spine, and his right forearm with the hand were discovered a little way from the camp. The forearm still had his wristwatch on. Amie's remains were found half buried under twigs next to their torn-up tent. When the bear named the Machine came back for his kill, it was shot and killed by park rangers. Clothing and human remains were found inside the grizzly bear after an autopsy was done in it. This attack marked the first known bear-related fatality in Katmai National Park. Treadwell's legacy remains complex, sparking ongoing debates about the boundaries between human interaction and wildlife conservation. His story serves as a caution and emphasizes the importance of understanding and respecting the dangers of close encounters with wild animals.